In this video, we'll be picking out the best TVs for each brand, not necessarily based on flagship features, but a perfect balance between price and value. First, let's look at Samsung. Samsung TVs are known for having a stunning, bright and colorful display. On this regard, the best Samsung TV would be the S90C. Currently replaced by the S90D and perhaps an S90E in the nearest future. Although the S90D does feature better brightness and a few improvements from the S90C, compared to the price difference, the S90C still weighs stronger on the price to value balance. The S90C comes with a QD OLED display which combines the deep infinite contrast of OLED along with quantum dots, making it a brighter and more colorful OLED display. It looks great in a dark room thanks to the nearly infinite contrast ratio and perfect black uniformity, with no distracting blooming around bright areas of the screen. Like most high-end Samsung TVs, it has a wide array of extra features like VRR and the refresh rate of 4K at 144Hz support for new generation consoles. It's available in 55, 65, 77 and 83 inches. Although the 83-inch model uses a WOLED panel, so it looks kind of different from the smaller sizes in terms of picture quality. The S95C and the S95D are actually better built compared to the S90C. That's in terms of design, but when it comes to functionality, the only difference between the S90C and the S95C is the One Connect box on the S95C. If you're not so wirephobic, the price difference isn't worth the value difference. In the future, if there's a price drop on the S90D, the S95C or the S95D, they will definitely become the best choice. We post such discount updates on our X handle at hardwaremore_io. Now let's look at LG. When it comes to LG, the best TV in the LG lineup would be the G3, currently replaced by the G4 and probably the G5 in the nearest future. The G3 is a flagship model, but that's not the reason why it's number one on this list. It's on this list because despite the high price tag, it has an excellent build quality and is built to last. The G3 also has most of the features found on the G4 update, including the MLA. The LG G3 is also a very high energy efficient TV as it uses the MLA technology to amplify light, which in turn reduces the amount of energy required by the TV pixels to go bright in bright conditions. It also features the regular WOLED panel, which lacks quantum dot vibrancy like you'd find on the QD OLED panel TVs like the S90C. But overall, it has a better burn-in resistance over a long period of usage, consumes less power and produces less heat thanks to the MLA doing most of the work playing around with the light. Although the G4 does everything the G3 does plus extra brightness capacity, the price difference makes the G3 our number one TV for LG in this video, unless there's a price drop, which we would be notifying you via our X handle. Another option would be the LG C3 and C4, with the C3 delivering more value for its price point. For Hisense, it's definitely the U8N. The U8N is a 4K mini LED ULED TV with such an amazing value to price balance you can barely find on any other TV. It brings the same kind of inky blacks you'd get in an OLED display with minimal blooming. It performs well in both dark rooms and bright rooms, as it's also an incredibly bright TV. The amazing thing about this TV is how it competes with the higher end TVs that cost almost twice the price. The U8N is very good. The U8N has very good reflection handling in very bright rooms. It supports Dolby Vision and HDR10. Being a ULED TV, it has a very wide color gamut and excellent upscaling capabilities, so even lower resolution content would still look good. The sub-pixels are VA panel LCD, so it has a very narrow viewing angle. Therefore, we won't recommend this TV for wide rooms. Well, except for the 75-inch model, which features an ADS Pro panel instead, delivering the widest viewing angle compared to the other sizes, but at the expense of a little bit of contrast. But apart from that, the U8N balances out our price to value scale quite well. Other great options would be the U7N, the U7K and the U6K. The U8N is available in 55, 65, 75 and 85 inches, including a gigantic 100 inches. It's also one of the best gaming TVs that won't leave a hole in your pocket. For the best TCL TV, that would be the QM8 QLED Mini LED TV. The QM8 is another highly impressive TV that balances the price to value seesaw very well. It delivers an amazing picture quality that can rival TVs that are almost double the price tag. It has an incredible peak brightness in both HDR and SDR. The QM8 is built with a VA panel, so it delivers a very high contrast level with deep blacks and very minimal blooming thanks to the local dimming and the mini LED backlight. It's one of the TVs with the least input lag when it comes to gaming, with double HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports and 4K gaming at 144Hz, including VRR. The QM8 also runs on Google TV OS, which according to our polls is preferable to most people. It's also a quantum dot TV, so delivers a very wide spectrum of colors, especially for HDR content. Although the color accuracy on this TV isn't entirely accurate, that's when compared to the original colors on a content. Other great options would be the TCL Q7, Q5 and S4 TV. The QM8 is available in 65, 75, 85 and 98 inches. For the best Sony TV, that would be the A95L OLED TV. It might be more expensive than the other TVs on our list, but the A95L delivers enough value to match the price tag even as a 2023 TV. Before we continue, this would be a good time to subscribe for more buying guides that help you avoid expensive buying mistakes. First of all, the A95L is a QD OLED TV and delivers a very high picture quality in both dark and bright rooms. It also delivers a very high contrast level with absolutely no blooming around bright highlights. This is also one of the very few TVs with the best color accuracy for those who fancy the cinema experience. It also has one of the best image processing capabilities compared to what you'd find on other TVs. These are all great pros, but the A95L also has a good build quality that is worth the investment. When it comes to gaming, it does 4K at 120Hz and it's one of the best TVs you can use with a PS5. It supports both Dolby Vision and HDR, eARC audio pass-through, and stands out as the TV with the best sound quality you can find across all brands. It's also one of the most intuitive smart TVs you can find and would also rank as the best value for money TV out there, matched only by the HISENSE U8N and Samsung's S90C from 2023, just because they deliver their value at lower prices. The A95L is the best TV for seeing movies. Other great choices are the 2024 PRIVE 9, the X93L and the X90L. The X80K from 2022 is also a great choice. The A95L is available in 55, 65 and 77 inches. Prices of all TVs mentioned are on the description of this video, or simply visit hardwaremall.io. Subscribe for more buying guides that help you avoid buying mistakes. I'm Justin. Bye bye.